All right, next question.
Tough question.
Yeah, that was a good question. Next question comes from French, and the question is essentially, there has to be some balance between customer service, customer experience, and, not adhering to every single complaint from a customer. I think mainly in the context of, you ship a product out, you ship an order out, somebody says, hey, my order didn't arrive, or it arrived broken, or it's damaged, or, it was never delivered. But, on the brand side, you have the photo from FedEx that shows the box right in front of their door, or that it was delivered, or that somebody's name was received upon delivery. And the question is essentially,
I love that photo from FedEx so much, by the way. I wish UPS would do it.
That is
just
the
like,
best.
Hey, motherfucker, here it is.
We see it. So the question is essentially, how do you balance this as a brand? Do you send a replacement when somebody says my deodorant didn't arrive? Do you just send a replacement immediately? when you send somebody product and they say, oh, I don't really like the scent, I just want a refund. Like, how do you handle that? Is there a certain limit to where you decide, this is too much, or we're crossing a line?
It is tough to set those customer service policies. And it's even tougher to be manually doing them yourself because it's your money and you're like, this little bitch just cost me $12. So I understand exactly where French is coming from. We would do this, which is, well, let me offer you a couple of solutions. One is I've seen brands sort of say, hey, look, here's an insurance product. If you, cost $1 to insure this shipment, if you choose not to insure the shipment, we're not responsible.
Oh, you know what? Going back to the first question, route. I put route on that list. That's who rips people off.
That's a great point. I just don't see. I never hear about them anymore. I feel like that business. Nobody's talking about that business anymore.
After the episode where we exploited route for suing people, they paid for an article like hyping their exec team up. It was a sponsored article. They bought an article for like PR to go against what we were saying. But anyways, yeah, I feel like nobody's talked about it. Maybe people have moved off. Yeah,
that's why I say that like the most commonly pitched things, going back to question one, is like it doesn't exist for a lot, this isn't an environment where things that don't work get to live. They generally die because people are smart here. There's a lot of dollars at stake, small businesses, so they care about those dollars. So I feel like, I have no idea how Route's doing or has done, but I feel like generally there isn't that much SaaS that doesn't work.
Yeah.
That people are pitching. Okay. So what we would do at Native is we would say, hey, we'll send you a replacement, but this is your exchange. We'd say you can get one free return or exchange. So basically, you don't like the scent? Okay, great. We're going to replace the scent, but that's it. Now you don't have the ability to return it any longer. You've had an exchange, and that's the end of it.
Once per order?
Once per customer.
Per customer. So lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they were like, look, yes, it was lifetime, but I'll get look, if you had purchased 20 deodorants and your third deodorant and your 20th deodorant you didn't like, we weren't going to be like, that's it. You used it on the third. We're like, you got this tag on, we use this, you got a tag in our customer service software that said super. And once you were a super customer, which means you'd spent a certain amount of money, we were ready to, make exceptions to every rule that we had to say, okay, great. Let's make sure that this customer gets satisfied because they've spent so much with us. They've been so loyal. We have to show loyalty to them. We weren't going to let a customer buy one, say, I don't like the scent, send them an exchange and be like, I don't like this scent, send me another exchange. Like you were going to get three. And for deodorants, it wasn't even worth shipping it back. You've used it and we're going to throw it away. So we're just like, here's the new one. Now you have two and they're both like the second one was on us, but that's your return or exchange. You can't do that anymore. Similarly, if someone's like, I got my package, but I don't like it says delivered, but I don't have it. We're like, we'll send you one free one. That's also your exchange. You now have gotten two packages from us and that's it. They both say that if it said the package wasn't delivered, if it got lost in the mail and said,
different story.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it hasn't been moving for 60 days.
Right.
That's not on you. That's on us. We're shipping you a free package. That's not your exchange. If it's been delivered, that's it. It's been delivered. We'll still send you one free exchange, but then that's the end of the conversation. And we'll say, hey, is there a better address we can ship this to? Do you have a business address? Do you have something that support pirates can't get to it? Like, what else can we do here?
Yeah.
And, people will be like, I was at home all day. I watched my Ring, all that kind of stuff. And we're like, we get it. But what, the other hard part, and I hate getting customer service because I get so riled up about it. People will be like, it's that I was at home all day. I didn't see it. And I'm like, well, or they'll be like, tell the UPS guy to deliver it in the back of the house.